The attack took place on 17 May. There were some arrests, and earlier this week, some other arrests were announced by Malaysia. The attack on the police station on 17 May, the other arrests show the need to be very alert, both in Malaysia and Singapore. The attacker was Radin Lukman. His father and brother are reported to be ISIS supporters. And the attack was likely ISIS-inspired. Lukman killed 2 police officers and he wounded another officer. It's a brazen attack on a police station. And he had come with a bag filled with metal sheets and other objects, like a bulletproof vest across his chest. So obviously the attack seems to have been pre-planned, pre-prepared. The father of Lukman, Radin Imran, was previously associated with Jamaah Islamiyah, another terrorist group, JI. He is said to have moved now to supporting ISIS and is said to have radicalized his family members. Radin Imran also had 4 homemade air rifles in his residence. It's a possible indication that the family could have been planning for more attacks to be carried out. The Ulu Tiram attack was carried out with easily available weapons, a machete. It shows how attackers can use easily available items to carry out attacks. And we have seen this around the world. Terrorists using knives, other items, take cars and run down pedestrians. Malaysian authorities have also arrested the attacker's family, and they have arrested at least 15 other pro-ISIS suspects in May and June this year. The ultimate aim of the terrorists was to topple the Malaysian government. The Home Affairs Minister Saifuddin Nasution Ismail has said that there were threats of attacks against His Majesty the Agong, the Malaysian Prime Minister, and senior members of the Malaysian police force. ISIS' violent ideology continues to resonate in this region and is fueled by a virtual network of supporters. Extremist narratives have radicalized many individuals, including here in Singapore. And as long as these ideologies persist, it will continue to inspire attacks. Our security is closely linked to Malaysia's security. And due to proximity, what happens in Malaysia will have an impact on our security landscape. This was our past experience with JI. JI members had met in Malaysia after we conducted the first wave of arrests in Singapore in December 2001. They wanted to plan retaliatory attacks against Singapore. And we remain a very important target for terrorists. Malaysian Special Branch's actions, MSB's actions, against the terrorist suspects helps significantly to mitigate the threat to Singapore and the region. We now have more than 460,000 travelers crossing every day between Singapore and Malaysia through the 2 causeways, in addition to other forms of travel. So we deal with this in 2 ways. First, ICA conducts checks at the borders. And sometimes when it takes some time, people have to understand this is a matter of security, it is serious. Second, we have a very close cooperation and intelligence sharing with a variety of foreign partners, including the Malaysian Special Branch. And that is very important to deal with current as well as emerging threats. And ISD has always been and continues to be in close contact with the MSB. If you look at it now, there have been no specific threats that we have picked up to Singapore. But if you go back since 2015, and we have a zero tolerance policy, so we move in very early. We don't wait for it to materialize or about to materialize. We don't take chances. And we have picked up 50 self-radicalized individuals since 2015 in the last 9 years or so. 38 of them Singaporeans, 12 foreigners. They have been issued with Internal Security Act orders. So as I said, zero tolerance approach when we deal with terrorism, violent extremism. Basic message is the same, and we have said it for many years. We have to be alert as Singaporeans. Agencies, Internal Security Department, the police, others, we will do our best to detect and prevent any terrorist attack. But we need everyone in society to play their part, to be vigilant, to look out for suspicious behavior, activities, take part and enroll in SG Secure, you find anything, report them to the authorities. We make regular assessments. ISD makes regular assessments. What has happened is something that has to be factored in, but I won't say it comes as a big shock. If you look around the region, ISIS ideology is prevalent in many countries, and this must be seen in that context.